Hey, Ziana, I heard there's AP testing coming up. Do you know anything about it?
No, I don't know. Tell me.
I don't know either. To find out more information, tune into this next interview.
I'm Tajir here to talk with Mr. Schmalbach and Mr. Brender about AP testing. How are you guys today?
Good morning.
So what is AP testing for those who don't know?
So AP testing is the end of course test that is set up by College Board for anyone taking an AP course.
Okay. Who takes them?
Again, it's anyone who's taking an AP course will take the AP test in that subject. The schedule is set by College Board, and students who do well on these tests can receive college credit for it.
Okay. When do kids take this test?
So AP College Board sets the testing dates as the first 2 full weeks in May. So they will start this year on May the 6th, and they will end on Friday, May 17th.
Okay. Are they during school?
Yes, so the first test starts at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock for the first test, and then the second day, if there's an afternoon test, that starts at 12 noon. And while they are during the school day, afternoon ones can run past the school day. In fact, they usually do, because most of the tests are 3 hours.
Okay. So you said they will last 3 hours, right?
Well, it wholly depends on which test it is. Some of the tests are 2 hours, like government and psychology. Most of the rest are 3 hours. Chemistry and the AP literature exam are 3 hours and 15 minutes. So they are lengthy exams, divided up into 2 parts, a multiple choice and a free response essay section.
Okay. How do students know where to go on these test days?
So Mr. Brenner handles all the registration and the money and whatnot. I take all of the information for the students who are registered to take exams, and then I generate passes that go out to all of them. I have a meeting with everyone who takes the test to tell them what day the test is, where the location is. Most of the tests are given in the Audion, but sometimes there are always multiple tests scheduled in each session. Most of the time, the courses we give at this school don't overlap each other, but there are usually 1 or 2, so sometimes we have to split testing up between the Audion and the library, but we make sure that, the notices that I give to the students tell them where it is they're supposed to be, what time they're supposed to report, so that they know and are there on time, because it's critical that the test gets started on time, because again, we don't set when it happens. It has to happen at 8 o'clock. It has to happen at 12 noon. And particularly when we have a morning one and an afternoon one, we don't want them running into each other. So it is a balance to make sure that everyone knows where they're supposed to be and gets where they're supposed to be.
And students need to be flexible so that if you have an afternoon test, you'll change your schedule, you'll go to a lunch, and then you will report to the library, and that's all.
Yeah, that's all.
Said.
Information's also included on there, but yeah, we have to adjust schedule, because again, College Board doesn't care that you have C lunch because you're taking that test, didn't you?
Okay.
And one other point is that if you're in an afternoon test, you have to stay for that full afternoon test.
Right.
You can't leave when you're done. So College Board doesn't work that way. It's very similar to the SATs. When you're done, you can't get up and leave.
Exactly.
So.
Okay. For the students that are taking this test, how should they prepare?
Study.
Yeah.
Study, and study some more.
I mean, if you've been doing everything all year that you're supposed to do, that the AP teachers give you, you should be okay. There's online things to study with. There's books and guides. Here in the library, I have guides to most of the tests, practice tests, things like that. But it comes down to your studying and effort. You put the effort and time into it, you'll get a good score. If you think you can walk in, I'm not feeling the confidence on that.
Okay, and is there anything else you guys would like to add?
One thing is so if you are a sophomore or a junior and you are planning on taking an AP course next year, there are going to be some changes. So we'll talk about those changes once we're done testing, but there's going to be some big changes coming next year for AP.
All right, thank you guys for talking with us. I was Tajir here with Mr. Brender and Mr. Smallbach, talk about AP testing. Back to the host.